6-point edge. We bring in Mike Mincey to the Domino's postgame report, and Coach, a lot of things to talk about. Let's start off with the hot start for you. They go 0 for 7 from the floor. You score 20 unanswered points. What was working so well at the outset of the game?
Well, I mean, obviously we can shoot it really well. We can score, and my biggest fear coming in is that it was our home opener, and I've seen it before where we got stagnant and the ball didn't bounce our way. But, certainly tonight they did a really good job of, they've got a little bit of a target on their back now, and I thought they came in and answered the call, put the ball in the basket really well there early. And, we played pretty good defense. I felt like Shorter missed some open shots, and they just couldn't buy one. But at the same time, I think we capitalized on that and built the early lead there in the first quarter.
So you get this win, and we talked about it last year, program records, 15 three-pointers. Well, you get 17 today. You go 5 of 9 in the third quarter, 9 of 18 in the second half. To have that record now individually to a team, what's that say about what this group has been able to do?
Well, early in the preseason when we watched the amount of shooters that we have shoot the ball, not that I predicted it, but I really thought that we could potentially make more threes this year than we ever have, even though we're not going to have, say, a Tatum hitting 70-something or a Brooks hitting 80-something. It's going to be a collection of a lot of individuals that are making probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 or 50 to potentially set a new standard, for a season. And, when we come out and we shoot like we did tonight, and, of course, you get a lead, it's a little bit easier to shoot. And they were in a zone a lot, which was kind of making us shoot outside. And, that's the one good thing about having good shooters is if people want to come in and play a zone, we have the ability to shoot them out of it by having so many good shooters on the floor. 4 different players scoring double figures. You get a bunch of different players that get at least 5 points in the game. You spread the wealth, but 27 assists on 42 made buckets. To score like this and to have some unselfishness as a group, again, this team providing the punch offensively. What can this team potentially produce when they're sharing the basketball like this? I mean, I think you see it certainly in what we did tonight. I mean, to have the back-to-back games like we've just had to where what do we have, 115 on Saturday, and then we're 109 tonight in our home opener. When we haven't had this many assists, this is the most assists we've had all year, but a lot of our stuff we've been able to get off the bounce and take up people off the dribble. Today was a different story to where they were able to move the ball around, and the more they moved it, the more the open shots were. And so now I'm really proud. 27 assists, 11 turnovers. That's really something that I'm happy as a coach, because that's something we pride ourselves on is taking care of the basketball. And we preach it to them every day that it's going to be somebody different every night. And we have a lot of wealth in terms of players on our team, and we're very blessed with that, and they need to make sure that they capitalize on that, especially this year with the amount of people that we have, that no one person has to carry the team. It's going to be a collection of people, and I think it could be a special year.
So Thanksgiving is Thursday. You play on Sunday against Columbus State, the team that won the region last season. What's the mindset, or what do you try to do as a coach over the next couple of days to allow them to enjoy a 6-0 start, another win over this tough stretch where you played 4 games basically in the last week, while still getting ready for a quality Cougars club? Well,
I think they know. At least the returnees know. I mean, we want to try to get a win against all the people that beat us last year, kind of a revenge type thing. They had a very talented squad last year. We lost by 10 down there, and we know what kind of basketball teams rolling in the Holt Fieldhouse on Sunday, and that's why we scheduled them. We want to schedule we feel like we have a really good team, and we want to schedule really good teams to come in here and play. And we look forward to the challenge of trying to get a win back on them, but we're going to have to play a really good game to come away with a victory against Columbus State. And then, these kids, we schedule to where they get to spend Thanksgiving with their families, and that's really important for me, for them. I mean, you saw the week that we've had, the amount of games we've played. They deserve a little bit of break to get to go home and eat with their families, and then we'll get back in here and prepare really hard to try to beat a really good Columbus State team.
Coach, congrats on the win, another program record, and we'll talk to you in a couple days.
Thank you.
It's Mike Mincey. Carson-Newman wins it by a final score of 109-53 as the Lady Eagles set the program record for made 3-points.